This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so let us start it now. Here, my agenda is to explain project system overview and then module integration within EPPM. Okay, so we have just started from PPM. We understood what is the concept of portfolio definition, buckets, and what is the portfolio standard structure. And then we understood two business cases. One is of investment management, another is a commercial project. Okay, that is a customer project. So here we are going to just understand the total synchronization of different modules within EPPM. Okay, so that is my first approach to learn this module. Okay, so what happened when we are understanding this overall solution? Here EPPM and in within the EPPM, PPM and CPM are on top. Okay, and PAS is helping it for a lower level to perform all the business transaction in the project. Okay, so as we understand that portfolio, that entire portfolio need to be managed by higher management, and then when it is coming to align with the strategies, or when it is coming to take a decision, that is it's a higher management authority to finalize it. Okay, and then once it is a finalized, then it is coming to project manager, it is coming to the lower level management to complete this project. So what we are trying, because when I'm going to explain PPM or CPM, PS is the basic. Okay, so conceptually I have explained PPM at higher level, and then I directly jump to PS. Okay, so today I'll start the PS, and I'll try to finish this understanding within a 4 to 5 session. Okay, not more than that, because our main agenda is to focus to understand PPM deeply. Okay, that is my agenda here. So I'll just explain how the modules are being integrated within EPPM, and then we will start to understand the project system. Okay, so as we know, in EPPM we are having three major modules: PS, PPM, CPM, and EPC is supporting, which is helping us to integrate project system and plant maintenance with Primavera and MSP, which is going to be obsolete in 2025 December. So we are not going to focus on that part now. So here we are having PPM, and here we are having CPM. Okay, and here we are having project system. So here in PPM, you are managing your portfolios, okay, and you are taking decisions and then finalizing your proposal, and then to perform to execute this project, you are replicating, you are transferring into the project system. Okay, so here is one integration. Okay, system, and similarly, CPM you can start it to create a standard project, that is a master project, and then with reference to that you can submit a quotation to your client, and then once it is a finalized, then you can create a sales order, and then directly the CPM directly can be linked to PS, project system. So here project system is providing the master data or the object to perform the actual business transactions. Means actual business transaction means like to post actual cost and actual revenue to my project. Okay, so here WBS and networks activities are there, which is helping us to post actual cost and actual revenue. However, in PPM CPM we don't have any object which can manage actual cost and actual revenue to be posted here. Okay, so here the integration of this system as of now within 2023, some solutions has been extended. So here now it is in like all the modules within the EPPM are integrating with each other. Okay, for example, PPM directly integrated with CPM, PPM is integrated with PS. Okay, CPM is integrated with project system, and PPM is also integrated with project system. So it's a complete integration now. Okay, previously in previous version we were having the option of integration, but that was not automatic. Okay, so here coming to the integration, we are having two approaches of integration. One is a manual integration, and another is the automatic integration. Okay, manual integration means you are having ppm object and you are having project system object. So you can create it these object individually in these modules, and you can assign that other module object to other system. Okay, other module, like for example here in this case when we are integrating ppm and ps project definition, you can directly assign to ppm item through object link. Okay, similarly you are having option to assign project to cpm master project also. Okay, that is also manual. Here we are having an approach where from cpm itself you can create a project in project system. Okay, so all these integration we'll learn once we'll reach to the particular process. Okay, so now we are going to start project system. As I know, like most of the people are experienced in project system, but just to summarize that what exactly we are going to use from the project system to manage my ppm and cpm processes, that is my purpose here. So let me start just summarize what we have covered so far and further what we are having in the project system. So we are having two types of project. One is internally financed, another is externally financed. Internally financed is having investment project and overhead cost project, and externally financed projects are customer project. We know already. So here for investment project and overhead cost project, PPM is helping us. Okay, it is helping us to manage all the business transaction, but it doesn't mean we cannot implement investment. We cannot implement ppm for customer project. We can implement it, but the major functionality which we are having in the ppm, that is a most suitable for investment and overhead cost project. Customer project, here cpm we can implement. Similarly cpm also can be implemented for investment project and overhead cost project also, but the maximum functionalities are available here, which is suitable for cpm only. Okay, next is EPPM. It is having a package. It is a package of multiple modules. So PS we are having, PPM and CPM we are having, and PPM we are having two sub module. One is the portfolio management, another is a project management. So when we will come back to the project portfolio and project management, we will understand that first part portfolio management we need to learn it first, and then we will move to the project management. Okay, so it is having two sub modules. So here you can see here project management is there. Okay, this is a project management and this is a portfolio management. Here one more part is there, that is a analytics, which is a vi component of ppm system, which is helping us to showcase to display reports in the dashboard form. So here analytical perspective, how bi content is need to be activated, that we'll try to focus in ppm also. Okay, because ppm is our main area which we are going to focus to learn it deeply. So in previous session we understood a concept of investment. Here I have taken a this example from IM, investment management. That is also some module, that is also one part of project system. Okay, and here investment program is there. Just to consider how portfolio it works, it is similar to like how we are having investment program structure. So once your proposal is approved, then it is going to be executed in project system. So same concept we are going to use it here also. Okay, so here when we are jumping into the project system, the question comes why we are using project system. Okay, why we are implementing project system in our scenarios. Any idea?
Sorry, can you repeat the question, sir?
Projects, why we are implementing project system?
With respect to
Rama,
EPPM,
because uh, we have different number of line items in in the initiative, and every item can pertain to one task. That task might be for a longer duration with high, revenue or whatever cost. So that basically get converted into a project. So that is why we need to have project system in place.
Mhm. So initiative, you are jumping from PPM to PS, right? You are saying that with reference to initiative, you are creating project, right?
Correct.
So what is these project? Are they directly project system you are creating with reference to initiative, or is there any other object in between of PS project and PPM initiative?
See, PS can be standalone, to my understanding, right? And then we have PPM. So PPM is tightly, integrated with PS. So when we integrate with PPM, so then PPM has different kind of structure wherein we have different buckets, and under buckets we have initiatives. Now under initiatives we can have different kind of request pertaining to different kind of requirements. So all those requirements can get converted into a separate project, right? That is one thing. Now, when we talk about standalone PS, so when we have any kind of request or any kind of requirement which basically needs some kind of timeline, which requires some kind of cost, so then we basically look for a kind of system wherein we can manage the whole thing as a project.
Okay. So when you are talking here about initiative, right? You are saying based on that initiative, you are creating a project, right? With reference to the initiative,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
So these project, where exactly you are creating? Are you creating in a PS and then you are assigning to the initiative, or from directly initiative you are creating these project in project system?
Okay, so when we have initiative as a whole, then we when we create a project, so project will get created in PPM itself. When we talk
So what
about
is sorry
individual,
so what is the object? What is the object exactly with reference to initiative you are creating to represent your project?
It's item type.
that is
That is a item which I want to hear.
so
Right?
every line item, yeah, that is what I was saying. Line items, okay,
So line not it's not a line item, it's an item which you need to create
correct,
with
correct,
reference to
indeed,
initiative, and your item will be replicated or it will be transferred as PS project into PS. So our main purpose is to manage actual cost and actual revenue. Okay, here.
right,
Apart from that, scheduling, initiation, whatever you are doing, that is a secondary. But our main purpose, because we need to capture our actual cost and actual revenue, that's why we are using here project system. That is the main purpose here, right?
right,
And when it is coming to standalone, okay, when it is coming to understand PS as an standalone, okay, so here project system you are implementing to manage your project activities starting from your initiative to planning to execution and till closure. So if you are getting any question, okay, so that why you are implementing PS, on what basis you are deciding to implement PS? Whatever we are doing in PS, same things we can manage in the internal order, right?
yeah.
Similarly,
So
we
in
see in
internal
internal.
order we have. Yeah, internal order does not have an structured this thing. You can have one task, and that task cannot be subdivided. But here, in case of project system, we have one object, which is a cost object, that can be broken down into different segments separately, and that basically creates a kind of structure. So that is why there is an hierarchy which cannot be there in IO.
Ah. So here, apart from that, how you can explain that? Yes, this is also correct. What you have explained, that we don't have the hierarchy, but apart from that, other objects which is helping us to manage other tasks like network activities are not there, which is very useful to manage our scheduling. Right? We
Hmm.
don't have any
Correct.
progress analysis there. Okay, and other many functionalities are not there. Okay, and apart
You
from that,
can't do the period and closing there in PPM,
yeah.
where PS is
So
used for period.
so with reference to that, you can explain. So here, now we are going to understand that PS, what is a project? Okay, when we are going to, let's say, when we are going to implement any project, okay, where PS is going to be implemented. So how you are going to decide that this is my project or this is not? Sometimes business is saying yes, this is my project. Okay, if some operational work also they are saying no, no, this is my project. So how you are going to decide exactly this is my project, which is going to be considered as project in project system, right?
Hmm.
So here we are having some standard definition. We can align with these definitions, okay, and we can explain. Let's say if we are getting this chance to explain in our any interview, that is also can be considered there.
Yeah, means I just have one. We for activities like actual posting and everything, execution phase activities, for that PS is required. No, even if EPPM is there, there is no such actual posting in EPPM. No, so
So
we need
no,
this.
don't say EPPM. See, EPPM, if you are saying like this, it is for other people who doesn't know what is EPPM. But now you understand that what is EPPM. So when you are saying EPPM means PS is also inside. But when you are saying okay, PPM and CPM doesn't have any object where you can post any actual cost or actual revenue, that statement is correct. Okay, so you have to be very clear.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yes.
it will confuse to others, your business also or your interviewer also.
Okay, okay.
Okay, don't communicate EPPM, EPPM. Be clear PPM, CPM within EPPM. EPPM is total.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So we are trying to understand the total complete solution within EPPM. Generally, I used to take a sessions separately for PPM, CPM, and PS. But this is the first time which I have started this batch to just have that all end-to-end business process of PPM, CPM, and PS. PS and CPM we are trying to learn basics so that we can align with PPM where exactly it is required to understand the complete cycle of EPPM. Okay, so that is the main purpose here. So here when we are going to understand that what is a project. Okay, so this is a typical definition of project. A project is a temporary, unique, and progressive attempt or endeavor made to produce some kind of tangible or intangible result. Okay, so always project will produce some tangible or intangible result. Tangible result means this can be a product, or intangible means this can be a service. Okay, so let's say if you are doing some productions, okay, make to order scenarios where you are getting, where you are producing some product based on orders. Okay, apart from that, that if you are having any IT project, okay, so that is your intangible where you are going to implement some modules, some system, okay, which is intangible, which you cannot see exactly, which you cannot touch. Okay, so always all projects are temporary. Okay, temporary means it will have start date and end date. Okay, and unique, always every project will be unique, and progressive attempt. So progressive attempt means you need to perform some activities, you are going to incur some cost. Okay, and all these activities will be interlinked to deliver this tangible or intangible product. Okay, product or services. So here in your language you can explain what is the project. Okay, and by understanding this line, it usually include a series of interrelated tasks that are planned for execution over a fixed period of time. So always project will have duration, certain duration. It will not be open ended. If it is a open ended, this means it's a operation. For example, your machine is working, okay, and continuously it is producing something, okay, some product it is going to be produced. So that is your operation, that is not a project. Okay, but when you are getting any order, let's say 100 quantity you need to produce some product. For example, you are producing transformer. So once you are starting this project, so your purpose is to produce 100 transformer, and each transformer is a unique. Okay, unique means it is exactly the same as all. Okay, but each transformer it's having its own serial number and it is a unique. Okay, and here within a fixed period you need to deliver these products, you need to produce these products. And how you are producing? By executing some activities, and these activities are interrelated. It will have some cost, and you need to follow some quality. Okay, you need to meet some quality, and accordingly you need to deliver to your customer. Key characteristics here, that is a temporary, always unique, deliverable. So each product is deliverable. Each deliverable or each product is unique. Okay, for example, in my case here, transformer, each transformer is a unique. Okay, so when we are managing in serialization, there is a process of serialization. Whenever any product is going to be produced, then every product will have its own serial number with reference to your material master. So there is a business process available in EM where each product used to be identified with the serial number. Here we are having unique deliverable, yes, progressive elaboration. So successive iteration of planning process result in developing more effective solution to progress and develop projects. So yeah, you are performing multiple activities here which are interrelated here. More characteristics here, it is purposeful as it has a rational and measurable purchase, okay, logical as it has certain life cycle, structure as it has interdependencies between its own tasks, conflict as tries to solve the problem. So these are some characteristics you can go through of this same PPT. Okay, I'll share this PPT on, I'll keep it in the system. Okay, so here some examples are there. Developing a new product, that is a project. Construction of a building, that is a project. Renovation of the kitchen, that is also project. Designing a new transportation vehicle, that is also project. Acquiring a new or modified data system, that is also project. Even when you are managing any event, that is also project. Okay, implementing a new business process, that is also project. Okay, so here I'll just, if you are aware about a PS process, okay, so here I'll just go through of this. So here before that, where is my mouse? Yes, before that, this part it is coming from IM. So I'm just uh, here. I'll just go through of it. Investment program is there, which is having investment program structure, and at last level of this structure, you are creating appropriation request, and with reference to this appropriation request, you can directly transfer to PS project. So here, in our case, in place of IM, we will have EPM, okay, which we are going to understand once the PS will be finished. So here you can create a project in system. There are different ways, different methods to create a PS project. Okay, so you can directly create by copying from your existing operative project. You can create by copying from template project. You can transfer from PPM. You can transfer it from IM, investment management, from the appropriation request. You can copy, you can transfer it from simulation project also. Okay, or you can transfer it even from P6 or MSP by using EPC. That is also one option. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, so 6 methods it is directly in front of you. But there is another way that you can directly create PS project in transaction CJ20 manually. Okay, that is also one way. So where you are going to create a project definition and further its own structure, which is having WBS element work breakdown structure. So work breakdown structure is basically it's representing the individual task which you are going to perform to deliver your product or services of project deliverable, right? So whatever the task, whatever the WBS network activities you are going to create, that always should be aligned with your deliverable in the project. It's not like you are delivering something and here you are mentioning you are creating something to perform. Okay, so here if it is your investment project, in that case when you are assigning investment project profile to your PS project, in that case when you're releasing this PS project, automatically AUC will be created, that is the asset under construction. So month, as a month end activity, you need to post, you need to settle whatever incurred cost is there to AUC. Here you can manage the project progress steps by using the system status and user status. So we are having two types of status. One is a system status, another is a user status. System status, those are automatically setting when you are performing any business transaction. And user status, which you are creating as per your business process requirement, and it is also helping us to control the business transaction further in my process. Okay, so when you are performing any project, you need to procure some material, right? So to procure some material, you need to ask, you need to tell to your procurement department that this much of material I need it. Okay, so when I'm saying, let's say for example, if I'm constructing a building, okay, so to construct a building, when I'm maintaining all the BOQ, then with reference to BOQ, I need to understand that what is the quantity, what is the cost of my project. Okay, and finally I need to get the budget. Okay, once budget is allocated, then with reference to that, I need to ask to my procurement team to start the procurement for me. So here in case of construction project, I'll procure majorly, like I'm having bricks, I'm having steel, I'm having cement. These are the three materials, and apart from that I need some services. For example, I need plumbing services, I need some internal plastering services, civil services, I need electrical works, I need mechanical works. So these all services I need to procure. Okay, so here we are having process of procurement where the procurement department will help us to finalize the vendor or contractor. They will start to deliver the product like steel, bricks or cement to my site, and then labor will be deployed to execute my project. Okay, so here in just entire process I explain this, that we are having user status and system status, then further it is going for the planning, cost planning, and then further it is going for create a detailed cost element planning. Yes, this is again planning. Then here we are going for the material planning, that is, then we are going for the service planning, and then here we are going for the procurement. Okay, mental request for quotation, then quotation comparison. So here when procurement department is doing the procurement, okay, so they are finalizing the vendors, they are finalizing the contractors. So there is a process of vendor finalization in Ariba, and it is available in also, material management. So where whenever they are having any requirement, they are floating a tender, and then individual vendor or contractor, they are submitting their quotations, and then this department is maintaining these quotations into the system, and then it is going to compare, and wherever finalized, then with reference to that particular vendor number, we are going to create a purchase order in the system. Okay, and once purchase order is created, then this material start to deliver to the site. And once we are delivering, once this deliver, once the material is going to receive, the same time actual cost will be posted into my project. So that is the place where my actual cost is going to incur. Apart from that, whenever any internal labor, internal employee is working on my project, he or she need to fill his timesheet. That is also one point where this actual cost is going to post into my project. Okay, and apart from that, when contractor is working, means plumbing services, civil services, electrical services, these services going to be delivered, means it is going to confirm as a service entry sheet in the system. Same time, once your service entry sheet is approved, then actual cost will be posted to my project. Okay, so these are the three, and then fourth one, let's say when you are confirming any activity in the project, that's that time also you will get actual cost. And then when you are doing direct posting, for example, if you are purchasing anything with the petty cash with reference to your project, or when you are doing any direct posting or JV, joint venture, in that case also general voucher. Okay, JV, when you are doing that time also actual cost will be posted. Okay, so this actual cost and plan cost, both the things are available here in the PS project. You can manage to bring these values back to PPM, that option we are having in system. Okay, so here I have just summarized what we are having in any investment project. Okay, just I have given a glance here. Okay, if you have any gap in this understanding, I'll go in detail, but just if you are having any question from this slide to understand that why this is given, or if you say that yes, this is the area where I need to just focus. I understand there is a one participant, okay, who is new to this area SAP, but yes, I'll help him separately. Apart from him, if anybody is there, everybody is okay with this business process. Okay, so let me just have some questions here. Okay, going forward when we are going for this project life cycle, before that let us have some questions. So here, any idea what is the difference between system status and user status? Anyone?
By
System
using
state.
user
Okay.
status, you can control the system status
The system status, yes, what is the purpose?
to control the system status.
No, system
I
status, what is the use of system status? What
to
exactly?
execute any business functions, business process, business transactions.
See, when we progress, we need different kind of status to
Mhm,
understand where we are, what we are doing right now.
mhm.
So, system, there are certain kind of statuses which is predefined and packaged by SAP only, and those systems are those statuses are basically called as system status. Then SAP also provide us to create our own statuses, maintain our own statuses. So those are user statuses. So that is both statuses are basically to give us the understanding about the progress of the project.
Okay, and apart from that, what is next? Like how, like it is helping us to control the business transaction also, right? On a certain
Yes, correct.
status, you
That is
can
also true.
perform, yeah, certain transactions. Okay, here let's say in when your project is in a created stage status, you cannot post any actual cost to your PS objects like WBS or network activities, right? Apart from that, you are having functionality to control the authorization also, like which status has to be set by whom. Okay, that option also we are having, where with reference to your status we can maintain the keys, and these keys can be assigned to the PFCG role. Okay, that is also one area. Samatha, is it clear for you? Like, is it this concept is clear to you, or do you need any further detail in this area? Because the same concept we are going to understand back to PPM, that there is some difference in concept of status in PPM and CPM. It is not exactly, the purpose is not exactly the same.
It's a bit confusing for me. So maybe once I go through the recording again, it will be a bit clear because even the picture also, it's not so clear.
It's
It's
not clear. Yeah, I'll send you this sheet. Okay, there is a separate sheet for this Excel sheet. I'll send it. Okay, so let me just clear it more. Okay, I'll show you
yeah.
directly the
So
system.
yeah, overall, what I have understood is just correct me if I'm wrong. So this PPM is where we have all the conceptual things, and this project system is where we have actual revenue realization and everything. Is that correct?
As of now, it is correct, but there is some major difference. But we will understand
Hmm.
once we come back again to PPM. You will understand automatically.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us see project. Okay, in project system, you can perform PS transaction directly into GUI, or you can perform this transaction into Fury application. Okay, so here within, once you click here, you go to project control management. Here, project builder. This is the application which you can use to create, update your project. Okay, and display also. So project builder, we used to call this transaction as enjoy transaction. Okay, many transaction has been combined and it became a, SAP has made a one transaction, CJ20, and previously we used to have a single transaction to perform the single business transaction. For example, to create a project, we were using previously CJ01. Okay, to change CJ02, to display CJ03, network CN21, change CN22, display CN23. Okay, likewise, we used to have many transactions to perform individual transaction here. Okay, so SAP in, I think in 5.0 version, ECC 5.0 version, they had introduced this transaction project builder. I think in year 2005. Okay, before that we used to have single transactions. So here we can perform almost all the master data business transactions here in the same transaction code CJ20N. So here you can create a project. Let me just create a project here. Go to create, go to project. Okay, and here in project definition, first we are finding the start value. Let me enter here ECO hyphen 000. So here we are going to align with my coding mask which I have already in this system. Find next open number, find. Okay, so ECO 0001, this is my project, and here I'll select project profile IT, project profile EPPM training. Okay, press enter. System will capture automatically these 1710 business areas 00001. Okay, that's fine. So this is my org structure, and here this is my project definition, this is my description, project description, and here these are the different tabs here: basic data, control, administration, long text, short text, and collective PR indicator. Okay, and here you can see responsibilities, person responsible and applicant number, start date and end date. Okay, here you will see system status and user status. So as I don't have user status profile assigned to this project profile which we are using to create this project, this user status is not available because of that. Okay, however system status always it will be available when you are performing any transaction. So here you have just created this project definition and system status is showing CRTD. This means this project is just created. If you want to see the detail of this status, you click here, it will show here. Okay, let me save this, create it. Okay, so this is my system status. Okay, here you will see two options. One is intermediate save, another is a save. So I'm going to select intermediate save. Project is saved. Okay, so this is my system status which is automatically being set and it is provided by SAP. However, user status we can assign status profile to bring my status. So here let us see, click here and status profile. I'll select some status profile, for example. Okay, I'll select this one, press enter. So change status profile, yes. Now you can see some status is coming here. So this status has been assigned by me in system. It has been configured by me. Okay, so you will see CRTD, sent for approval, approved, rejected for planning. So these status will also have functionality to control the business transaction. Okay, internally in configuration we can manage it. Okay, save. I'll create WBS element here. Okay, right click, create. So here let me say this project is office building construction. Okay, then first level of WBS element. Okay, then further I'll create next level of WBS element. For example, this is a land procurement. Next is legalization, then material and services. Again within material I'll have further WBS element like steel, cement, bricks. Okay, so this is my project created here. Okay, and let us see one more thing here. In this project, okay, steel is there, cement is there. Okay, here these are the WBS element, and once you click here in right side you will see these operative indicators. Okay, any idea why we are keeping these operative indicators here? What is the purpose to keep operative indicators in WBS element?
For the planning, for the actual posting,
Sorry.
for planning purpose and for the actual posting.
So if you want to control that cost planning, okay, or revenue planning based on the planning element, okay, wherever you are selecting planning element and that WBS element is open for cost planning and revenue planning. Okay, similarly account assignment element, if you are selecting this WBS element, that WBS element will be available to post actual cost and actual revenue. Billing element, if you are selecting billing element, okay, in that case you can plan the revenue for this WBS element. Okay, and you can post the actual revenue also. So this is the purpose here. Okay, so let me just select here these three WBS as bricks. Intermediates here. Okay, so this is my project. Okay, so directly you can create a project, you can copy this project. Okay, any idea what is template project and what is operative project? Anyone?
Yeah, template project is used for copying the structure. No direct postings are done in this. And actual operative project is the one which will be used in the further business transactions.
Yeah. So actual operative projects are those projects which are actually being executed. Okay. So actual project where daily business activities are being executed. Okay. So all the day-to-day transactions you will post it here. The transaction to see operative project, that is a CJ20N, and here we are calling it as a project builder application. Okay, and template project you are using only for copying purpose. Okay, so that is the purpose only, template project and operative projects. So here when we will see that how we are using these two objects to copy to create a PS project from your PPM, that scenario also you'll see. Okay, so here operative project only will take it to the next. Now next question comes here. Okay, what is a KDS? Okay, KDS. Any idea what is KDS?
Key data
KDS,
structure.
KDS means key data structure. So whenever you are implementing any system, okay, so you are discussing with the business, okay, and you are finalizing the requirement. Based on these requirement, you are going to create some data set in configuration. Okay, this data set we are calling it is a KDS, key data structure. For example, project profile. Okay, your organization structure. Okay, whatever controlling area, company code, business area, all these is being created in respective module and you are going to use it. So for them this is a KDS, and for us we are using, that's fine, but it's not a KDS for PS. Okay, for PS the KDS start with the project profile. Okay, project profile. So how many project profile you need to create by understanding the business requirement, how many PS project profile you need to create, what type of what are the different coding masks you need to create, right? What are the different values you need to maintain in different configuration, that is your KDS, key data structure. So whenever you are discussing with business, you are finalizing the process, then you are finalizing the KDS, and this KDS is basically it is agreed between client and us that this is the final code or description which we are going to maintain in the system. Accordingly we'll create these values, we will maintain these values in realization phase of my project. Okay, so here when we are going to create a PS project, any idea what KDS exactly we are using? By looking into this project, okay, any idea what is the exactly KDS I'm maintaining here in its configuration?
Project profile.
Yes, project profile is there, coding mask is there, system status, user status profile is there. Okay, and then okay, this responsible person responsible number list is there, applicant number list is there. This need to be maintained. Apart from that, in control, you will see many profiles: budget profile, planning profile, interest profile, result analysis key, investment profile. These all need to be maintained in the configuration. So from next
Settlement
session,
profile.
yeah. all the profile which are being maintained in configuration, that need to be maintained, and then only these profile need to be assigned to the project profile, and then these will be available with reference to your project profile. So in next session we'll start from project profile. We'll understand the different settings of project profile, and then we'll proceed further.
Okay, sir. One query: whether in this KDS mail when we give to client, uh, we have to submit the proposed structure for their business line to
Yes.
get.
Yes,
Okay.
even we are including KDS as a part of BVP, but it depend. Okay, many clients they are not asking, but generally we used to keep a part of BVP.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, structure also we are keeping as a part, that is also part of BVP. So I'll take one
Yeah.
session to explain the methodology, where I'll explain what are the different methodology of SAP implementation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let me just stop this